Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Final Fantasy Tactics. Last time we left off, we finished off things at Daughter, and now we're going to head to the Ivalice Desert. Another battle I remember being pretty difficult. Honestly, a lot of them are, especially early, just because like you don't have as many skills or options and things, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So I just want to remind myself exactly what I did. I did make Ramza a knight. And the problem that I was thinking about with that is I actually sold the shield I had. And I would probably want a shield. So I think even if we get into a random battle, I want to go back to Igros just to buy a shield. I don't think any of these... Oh wait, no, this one does have a shield. Okay, never mind. Screw everything I just said. We can just buy a shield right here. So let's just go to the fitting room so that we can get it on. Confirm choice. Yup. Alright, so we got ourselves a shield. All that looks good now. Let us...
Making preparation, yes?
Save. Just because, yeah, that's a thing we should probably do. Alright, off to Ivalice. Scorching in the daytime and freezing at night. It is no mystery why so few dare traverse this desert. That is how deserts work. Alright, like I said, I remember this mission being quite hard as well, and if I didn't have to grind for Daughter, which usually I did, this is another mission I would have usually had to grind for. Fighting is two groups. Certain battles require that you divide your party into two groups. There's an upper limit to how many units may be assigned to each, and both groups must contain at least one unit. When selecting units for battle, you may switch between the two groups with the LT, which also allows you to move placed units between groups. Alright, so... as far as I remember with this map, I think most of the enemies are located inside the actual little fort that we have here. So one squad's going to be dealing with this, while another squad's going to be dealing with all of that. So I think Ramza, is it requiring that I put Ramza there? No, really? Interesting. That's not where I would want Ramza, I don't believe. Honestly, I don't really like to put people on that side. I think right here, I'm going to put Miles.
I am committed.
Here, I'm going to put Rihanna. And here, I will put Clive.
I cannot wait.
And, I think I'm good with that.
It's time.
Based off of how I remember the layout. It is unfortunate that it's not like Tactics Ogre where they let you see the layout of the enemies before.
About the Order. They mean to finish us this time.
Yup.
I've heard. So what's to become of us? I say we forget this business and run. There's naught for it.
Agreed. If we follow Wheatgraph, he'll lead us only to our graves.
Aye, that much is plain. God's willing, Gustav's ransom of the Marquis will fatten our purses enough that we can quit this life for good and all. The Order! They're here!
And you see
We must silence this watch before they can raise the alarm.
You see another cheeky monk hiding there that you couldn't see in the cutscene. Alright, so yeah, we have two monks to deal with. Monks can be quite problematic because they hit like absolute trucks right now. Especially if once we get Ramza to a monk, like, I usually find that if you just turn them into a monk, at least this early, they do way more damage than they would ever be able to do as like a knight, in my experience. Just because like the early scaling of the bare fist works way better early, I feel, than it does late. Like once you get late, the weapons that you get access to later are just better. Whereas right now the monks just punching people really
Better than this.
shines. Yeah, interesting decision you had there, Argith. Just running straight in, huh?
Let me think.
I'm guessing these enemies are quite fast, considering
My turn, is it?
how many actions they just got. Goddard.
Damn it.
Yeah, see, 46 HP with one hit.
Right.
So this is going to be interesting. Argith is probably dead no matter what. Like, I'm pretty sure Argith is just dead. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I don't have fundaments. Ooh, okay. I'll do this. This probably is not going to save you, Delita. But, I'll do it anyway. Alright, so, time to show off some of the cool stuff we can do since, I have an archer here. So, if we stand over here, you can see I can kind of loop over the wall. Okay, so not from right there. Can I hit anybody? I think it's because I'm too close to the wall. If we move, like, right here, this might work. No? Yeah, okay, there we go. So, basically, my character would arc the bow and hit from over there. I don't actually think I want to do that right now. Mostly just because I think I want to go for this monk, because they have low physical defense. So I think it would be best to attack you. So the problem with this bow, as opposed to like a bow gun, is, yeah, I can't attack things like right in front of me. So if they walk up in my face, I'm a little bit screwed. But there we go. This was a little bit of damage. I think if I stand right here, I will be able to target them with magic. Yeah, this is just going to hit Argith as well. That's the only problem with it. Which means that when their turn comes around, they will walk around this corner and beat Rihanna up. Let's try going over here, because I can cast magic over the wall as well. But it won't be nearly as problematic if I do this like that. So, any differences in the damage I'm going to be doing? I don't think so. Yeah, it's gonna be about the same either way. So, yeah, unfortunately I'm gonna be hitting Argith here. That is fine with me, honestly. And I think we're gonna kind of leave Argith over there to, quite frankly, just bite it. And we are going to focus with Clive there. Blizzard. Argith is going to take a pretty big hit there, but that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so now our party is not split up into two groups, because that's bad. Quite frankly, you don't want that. And we will be able to just kind of pelt them with magic, while we take this single monk that's over here out. So, pretty good, pretty good. Like I said, I do remember this fight being one of the harder ones, but I think when I was little, I would basically split my party up into two for a two-pronged attack because I thought that was cool. But, it's not the smartest thing to do. It might be cool, young me, but it's not tactically sound, let's say. So, since I can't use my fundaments because I actually still have the items on, I'm just gonna have Ramza attack here. We'll get a 100% kill there. Alright, and then... what else can I possibly do from here? That has a 0% chance to hit. I should have put more fundaments on people. I mean, sure, you lose out on the ability to do some other fun things, but... if I go here, can I hit that character? I think because you're too close to the wall, yeah, I can't arc it that well. And if I move over there, I can't really do much. I don't think I can hit this character. Yeah, because I can't arc it well enough. Okay. So, yeah, I kind of screwed up here by not giving my characters, fundaments. So, I think we're just going to sit here with you, Miles. For the moment. You can almost hit that one character, but not quite. Alright, and then you... I think I want to just once again start pelting these dorks some more, because the knights, it's really, really tough to get through that health bar. But I do something like that, we're in a way better spot to take them out. And Clive, I think you can just continue backing up. That's the furthest that unit can move, so we're gonna move right here. Focus up. Also get a job level out of it. Let them come to us. If they want to come charging at us, that's totally fine. They're well within their rights to do that. But I'm not going to be that stupid. I will play this tactically, and they will just get pelted by magic as they're trying to escape this building. All right, we can speed them up a little bit. They are going to potion themselves, which is kind of annoying. But they can't potion completely. That dork. I can also aim +1. I suppose it's going to increase the damage marginally. So it's not really going to be like super effective or anything, but it will increase. Like we can see how much damage is added by doing aim. So currently it's 16 damage. I think it was, what, 19? Yeah, so it adds a whopping 3 damage. And I could just miss it. Yeah, or just get parried. I'm gonna Phoenix down Delita.
Can you stand?
For some XP, but, also, you know, to have something to do. I will hide behind Clive. And I will use fire here on these two. Okay, so don't want to get hit by that. So I do have to be a wee bit careful here. How much HP do you have? So if I move here right now and attack this character. Oh my god, the parry. I was kind of hoping that would kill. But, yeah, now they're gonna barely both be alive still. As anticipated, complete. Don't know what that means.
Let's get this over with.
Let's get this over with. Alright, Bardolph. Alright, are you going to heal again? No, you're going to attack Clive. Good, actually. I mean, ow. That hurts, but... it's fine. Uh-oh. Clive might be in trouble. Clive's in trouble.
Surprised.
Ow. Good. Okay, yeah, Clive's about to go down to that. Oh wait, no, you're gonna heal yourself. Okay, nice. That means Clive is fine. God, that potion... Thomas just dropping potions like crazy is quite obnoxious, actually. I'm just going to block the way right here. Maybe not, actually. Might not be the best call, because we kind of want Delita to tank here, and that monk is once again going to hit like an absolute truck. So... how far can you move? You'll just beat up on Delita. I kind of want to block the way, though. The only problem with blocking the way is there's a good chance this monk punches me, and then runs, and then the knight will be able to hit Ramza as well. Which... is not good. I think I would rather just hopefully let Delita run in, and Delita can block the way instead of me. Okay, so... yeah. These are just a problem right now. How much damage does that do? 16. You can also use some items. Don't think that's super worthwhile, though. I will aim +1 at you. Okay, we actually hit that time. Good. Delita, do exactly what I want you to do. Thank you. Appreciated. Cool. So now you're going to block for me against that unit, which is exactly what I want. Those two are going to be moving shortly. Something I want to check is, can this dork? Okay, this dork can't use items. Neither of them can. So that is good. So maybe what I want to do is move over here and attack them, because those two knights up there are just going to constantly heal because of their potions, but I can target these two right now, and I don't have to worry about them, you know, doing much. It does look like, yeah, 3, 4, 5. Never mind, that's not going to work. They're going to get to move too quickly. Yeah, so we are going to have to go over here and do this. I mean, if I keep taking up their turns so that they have to constantly just heal each other, that's not the worst.
I won't die here.
Clive, can you kill? 78% chance. Thank you.
So sorry.
Alright, just run. Just run. Book it. Alright. You can get healed by the archer in just a second. That's going to hurt like hell, Delita, but you're fine. You're probably going to die when the knight moves in after this monk moves out of the way. Yeah. Alright, so Delita's down. But that's fine. Frankly, I can just get Delita back up. But the damage I get down on these two will be helpful, because they can't both heal. And Rihanna's still chucking... Oh my god, yes they can. Ugh, they just have potions. Yeah, see, this is the struggle early, is you really have to gang up on one unit to, like, actually do anything super crazy, because if you can't just gang up on one unit, you run into the issue of they just heal all the damage up with potions, because most of them have that set at this point.
Right.
Yeah, so they're just going to keep doing that. They basically have a limitless supply of those damn things, and they will just keep sitting there and healing up the damage it takes a very, very long time for me to inflict. But rather than attack with my archer, I am going to come over here and potion you. Good.
I can still fight.
All right, good job, Delita.
That's a heal.
That is a heal. Good job. Are you gonna stay there? You fool. We're supposed to plug the way, Delita, so they can't do that. Alright. Now. I do go after them. There's not really a good spot for me to be able to get a bunch of magic or anything down on them. Just frankly not a lot of good things I can do in general with this character right now. I think we let them move towards us. I'm just gonna come back over here and drop another potion on Delita. Using magic right now would just be a waste, because those orcs are just gonna heal while they're walking over to me. You potion yourself again. And then we all want to kind of stack up on the right side over here. Just stack up over here and wait. Now we have more of our forces concentrated on this side. So we'll be a little bit better. Ow, stabbed in the back.
Do I look stronger?
You're about to look deader.
My turn.
Alright. So yeah, we're going to just gang up on this nerd. 29, that looks good.
Right.
Good. Okay.
Leave it to me.
Archer is on his way. Or Knight is on his way, rather. Let's see, can I aim on you? I can. So that's a little bit of extra damage, good. Yeah, you really gotta just slowly whittle these knights down at this stage. We'll eventually get why, Delita?
I'm ready to fight.
What possible reason would you have for keeping him alive? Why would you rush him?
Forward.
Okay, so... Question, I do go before the knight. Fantastic, because that means I can hit both of you. And I can move up here and grab this. Ooh, leather clothes. Now, I cast the magic right there, so we can move over here with Clive and stab you, and now I think the magic kills both of you. Alright. Yeah, those dorks with the potions were a little bit of an issue. Should have factored that in a little bit more, but we're totally fine. Yeah, you're gonna get to shoot me. That's fine. You can shoot me. I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine with that.
It's
Alright.
time.
This is a little bit ballsy, considering, but we'll see how it goes. 29 damage. I did hit.
I must keep moving forward.
Okay. Now, what if I move here? Aim +1, shoot you. You're nearly dead. Okay. 2 HP left. Just go in there and chuck a rock. Do it, Delita. Oh, okay, never mind.
I needed that.
I mean, it's helpful, I guess.
Fruits of my labors.
It's helpful, I suppose. This should work though. Am I going to go before them? I will. This is going to hit Ramza as well, but can I get into a better spot maybe to get a little something better? Because if I could cast it on the archer, that would be ideal. No, I can't get the range for it, unfortunately. All right, let's just cast that. We're going to be hitting what's his face there. And Clive can move over here. Can you chuck a stone at this dork? No, it's gonna hit the tree. That's what I thought. All right, focus up.
For victory!
And I want to get all their crystals. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my god, that hurt Rams a lot. Holy shit.
Myself.
Okay. Yeah, you're just gonna shoot Ramza? Why? Okay, I mean, sure. I guess maybe the AI was deciding that it would be kind of wasted on Ramza. Because, Ramza barely had any HP. So, alright. Now I just want to get these crystals, preferably. If I can mop these up, that would be phenomenal. The only problem being, I don't know if Clive is actually going to be able to get over there. And I think no matter what, the AI is going to just make a beeline for that crystal, and they can definitely reach it. I could end the fight right now, but once again, I really do want to try to get these crystals.
Nothing to fear.
Because they, will be pretty important. I'm gonna move over here. 600 JP, oh my god, beautiful. Beautiful. Haven't even had to grind. Oh wait, no, you can super make it. Yeah, go over there. Oh, nothing. Okay, I mean, at least the enemy didn't get it, so I'm good with that. 36 JP, my god, you love to see it. Ow. That is a dead Ramza. Alright, I'll get you up, Ramza. Don't worry. Oh shit, no I won't. Okay, we just gotta be careful is all. Just be extremely, extremely careful. Cause I kinda want these bodies back here. Preferably. We'll be able to grab one. I'm being a little bit greedy. I totally understand that. I don't even really want these items on. You know what? No, let's not even risk it. Let's not play stupid. Just murder. I don't want to risk like both of us missing somehow. I mean, I don't even really need the skills on like. Oh, you healed yourself. Okay, that's not good actually. Because now Rams is low on HP. And, I mean, let's see. Can you kill? Okay, good. Just kill. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. for a free skill on my mage from a knight.
These Sandrats are long in the slaying. It is well no others have found us while we tarried here.
Yeah, that was me just playing a little bit ballsy and almost lost it there. But yeah, I was out of Phoenix Downs because I'm just kind of dropping those things like candy. Ooh, we got a blind knife. Yeah, Rihanna getting the greatest contribution makes sense now. Thanks, Rihanna.
You've taken leave of your senses, Gustav.
Ooh, I love this scene. You're gonna hear me say that a lot.
Have I? What hope does your full revolution hold? Dreams do not fill a man's stomach or make soft the packed earth on which he beds. You see naught beyond the end of your nose. The crown strays, Gustav. It must be led back onto the path. And you think yourself the man to do this? More fool you, Weegraf. You have spoken your fill, then we are done.
God, it's so cool seeing these scenes be like properly voice acted and stuff. I love the cutscenes in Final Fantasy Tactics because it just shows how much cool shit you can do with like what they had. Like we're basically just working with little sprites here, but the cutscenes are so well like directed and stuff. It's really cool.
Weegraf! The Marquis!
No further.
Like even that little bit right there of like Weegraf backing up and pointing his sword at the Marquis. It's like in a lot of other games that would have just been a sprite just backing up a little bit and they wouldn't have added that extra little flourish, but that changes so much about the scene.
You vermin!
Stay yourself, Argath.
The Marquis is unharmed. You are free to return him to Egros.
Why release him?
The Marquis's abduction was ill done. Such craven methods serve not our ends. Let me walk free, and I will release the Marquis to your care. A fair bargain.
You mock us. You are in no position to bargain.
I mean, we don't know how much of a sick badass he is, Argath. Let's cool it.
Enough, Argath. He speaks the truth.
Put your backs to that wall. Give me no cause to doubt your sincerity.
Oh.
Let him go, Argath.
Why do you stay me?
The Corpse Brigade is finished, in any case. There is naught to be gained by a quarrel here.
Yeah, I mean, Delita's kind of speaking the truth. I mean, they're basically split in half between two factions at this point. At the very least, they would have to leave to recover their wound, to lick their wounds a little bit. I know. I saw some people saying that they were prepping for this by playing Triangle Strategy. I know at least one person came in the stream and said that. I believe it was Deuce. And yeah, Triangle Strategy would be a fantastic one to play and prep for this, along with like Tactics Ogre and stuff.
The Marquis is well. He is weak, but he would seem unharmed.
We must see him back to Egros.
That we should. And that we shall. New stock available at the Outfitter. Which Outfitter is the question? I'm guessing that's just all of them. That would be my guess. So, what's Dorter got?
Or catch your eye.
White Staff, Rod, Thunder Rod, Flame Rod, Ice Rod. A rod imbued with the power of thunder. When attacking, has a chance of casting Blizzard, Fire, and Thunder. So when you hit people with this, it has a chance of doing that. But if you look here, it also boosts the damage you do with those various things. I usually went for the Ice Rod, but I think Flame Rod might be a better pick just because I think more things are weak to fire. Like monsters, I think are the ones that mostly have elemental weakness. So, interesting. We're also dealing with the interesting thing that early Final Fantasy things had, where the lightning element was called thunder. May cast thunder, which is just the noise you hear when lightning is going to happen, and it actually has nothing to do with lightning. But how I always made sense to me as a kid is you're not... Like, you are casting thunder because you were effectively summoning a storm cloud that then strikes someone. Was the way I legitimized it to myself or explained it to myself as a kid. So yeah, it's not you're shooting a lightning bolt from your hand. It's like, no, you straight up like do you summon a storm cloud and have it strike someone. Which reminds me of a character in One Piece. Maybe I get thunder actually. No. Let's get a. Well, first off, let's go to the fitting room. So optimal. So yeah, we have access to red hood and leather plate now. Thick and sturdy battle armor made from layered leather. So it has no special effects or anything, and this is just a hat. Now, the plumed hat gives me MP, and so does the hempen robe. So I'm not actually going to get those things for this character because I would rather these bonus effects, because the red hood... Oh, actually the red hood does give you MP. Never mind. So the red hood can go. But the leather plate over the hempen robe, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So we will get you, you know what, let's go for a flame rod. Sure. I always go ice rod. Let's switch it up a little bit.
This is your grand total.
Yep. Thank you. Now we need to get some stuff for, some other characters.
This is your grand total.
Yes, please. And optimal fitting for you, I don't actually think I want... I can get you a buckler.
This is your grand...
Sure, there we go. We do have the blind knife. A knife quenched an insidious poison that robs its victim of sight. When attacking, has a chance of inflicting blindness. Iron sword, longbow, a bunch of other things. Alright. I think we're done there. For now. So what I want to do...
Yes?
Let's go ahead and see... about our JP and stuff. So we have 372 on knights. Now... The reason I don't really like a lot of the knight skills is I just don't find a lot of these things useful. There's some fights in the game, I would say, where it's beneficial to, like, lower a target's speed, power, I don't think magic. But it's usually not worth it. It's usually better just to kill them rather than weaken them. This is not a Shin Megami Tensei where you want to inflict debuffs on enemies and stuff. I don't really think it's worthwhile. The one I would say is the most worthwhile is probably Rend MP, just because, you know, if you get rid of a target's MP, they can't use magic and stuff. So you could effectively do this to a mage, like just run up to a mage, use Rend MP, annihilate their MP reserves, and then leave them, because what are they going to do? They can't cast magic now. So I would say that's the best one, but the problem is with this is you have to equip it as one of your 2 types of action abilities you can use. And I just don't think it's worthwhile enough. I don't think the benefits you get here, because these things are fine. Basically, these destroy bits of armor on a target, which can be good. But it has a very low chance of hitting. Like, it just does not have a high chance of hitting. I don't know if this actually works with the archer ability of never missing a physical attack, because I don't know if it's considered a basic physical attack or not. So that's something, but let's move on. Blocks physical attacks received from the front or side with the equipped weapon. So this basically gives you the ability to just parry with your sword, basically. What I really want is equip heavy armor from this class. I think that's the thing I mainly want. A lot of the other stuff, it's not as worthwhile, I think. I think this is the only thing I super care about, because there's a very specific thing I would want to do with that. As far as everything else goes, you can see we're getting some residual XP for Black Mage. I mean, also for Archer a little bit. Not that I really care about much here, except for Concentration or Speed Surge. But, yeah, so not really much to get on Ramza right now. You, what it all do I have here? Was I supposed to swap you to something else last time? There must have been a reason I kept you on Squire. I mean, at this point, I could honestly just work on mastering Squire. As long as you've been going on this. But, I mean, I don't really like axes. I guess I was going to get you counter tackle. And then let's just get you Beastmaster and evasive stance. So if I somehow get like the last little bit there for equip axes, we could do that with Clive. I don't see much reason to right now, but what else do I want to do is the question. I think I would want to work on Knight for you. Because making you a monk as well as Ramza could potentially be good. I kind of have, like, we're running into the issue of I want to take them down a lot of the same paths. So that's a little bit of an issue. I think I know what I want to do with this particular class. I don't really know what I want to do with Ramza yet. Let's make you a knight. Let's make you a knight because I just want to level you up so that you can do some different things. I do need to get armor for you. So that is something we will have to work on. Let's equip counter tackle there. And honestly, I think I just want you on Fundaments. I think Fundaments is better. Quite frankly, same for Ramza, although Ramza's is called Metal. Miles and Rihanna, I think I will leave on items because I need someone that does those things. So we want to be a little bit careful here. Can't get counter tackle, which is a little bit of a bummer, but we have 355 JP with Archer now. So I am saving up for probably either Concentration or Archer's Bane. A little bit higher aim would be good, but I don't think it's as important as those skills are, so I think I will just save my JP there. So you're going to mostly stay the same. Black Mage, we have 666 JP. Hail Satan, I guess. Flare is way too expensive for us to even bother learning now. We don't even have enough MP total to cast it. But we could grab Magic Boost, which I think I will do. So let's get that. And, ooh, do I want to equip it, though? Do I want to equip it? That is the question. I think I won't right now. I think what I'm going to do with Magic Boost is I'll hopefully remember to equip it in like really, really difficult fights, or if I'm struggling, we can remember to put it on, but right now it's not super, super needed, I don't believe. So, yeah, there's the squad for the moment. Let's see if we can get back. Oh, you get to choose whether you want to fight or flee. How nice. That is, actually really cool. I'm going to flee. Just because I don't particularly think we need to grind right now.
In particular.
We can save that for later when I feel like I actually need to do it. Ooh, okay, so we can get some other cool things right now. Shoulder Cape is one, which just gives us higher evasion, which can be quite nice. I do need to buy more Phoenix Downs, actually. But Shoulder Capes can be good to have, in my opinion. Do I want to get that is the question now. Let's get rid of some of this garbage. Don't need the Oak Staff. Don't need the Rod. Let's get rid of all of these. Just gotta get rid of a bunch of the garbage I'm carrying around now because we just don't need it. Rid of all the leather clothes. As well as the clothing. And everything else we're pretty good on. So we have a little bit more money to work with now.
In particular.
So, question becomes now is, do I want to leave battle boots on everyone that has battle boots, or do I want to equip some shoulder capes on some people? Because for mages, I would say evasion is probably more useful than move. And we do already have move +1, so like having a mage that can move really far is nice, but the 10% extra evasion could be even better. That is the question. That is definitely the question. I forget what actually determines magic casting range in this. I know in this Gaia, it's like how much you've used the skill, basically, you get increased range. I don't remember if you even can increase range in this game. That might be something I'll have to look into. But I will buy one shoulder cape.
Make this purchase.
Yeah, buy one shoulder cape. It's 300. It's fine. So, heavy armor is where I remember things getting pretty expensive. I think I will flee this. I won't grind. I'll try to not grind in this until I absolutely have to.
What madness possessed you that you would abandon your posts to traipse about the desert?
So yeah, we'll try to keep grinding to a minimum. There are some pretty cool and fun encounters you can get into by doing random encounters, but to try and keep as much of the difficulty in place as I possibly can, we will do that. But I will have to grind at some point, I think, in this game. It's just how the game is.
Silence is not the answer I seek. Speak, and be quick with it.
'Twas I forced Ramza to go.
Was that the way of it, Ramza? Delita led your better judgment astray?
No. I went of my own choosing. The fault lies not with him.
'Tis Ramza's noble disposition that guides his tongue, my lord. It is not as he...
You needn't be false on my behalf, Delita. It was I who chose to disregard orders.
Might I pose a question, Ramza? What purpose do laws serve when even those who would enforce them choose not to pay them heed? Adherence to the rule of law is a knight's solemn duty. It falls upon us as bailiffs to bear the burden of example. Is it your intent to live up to your name? Or to drag it with you through the mire?
Forgive me, Lord Brother.
I believe the point is made, is it not, Diastarg?
Ooh. Nice voice.
You must not allow the how of it to steal your eyes away from the what. Their rescue of the Marquis was no small feat.
I like, once again, just like little things in the cutscenes to give them that much more oomph, was both Delita and Ramza, like, bowing or kneeling immediately, and Argith was just confused. You saw him kind of look around for a second and then be like, oh shit, and then kneel.
It is the way of young men to be impetuous in their haste to do great things. Were we not like them once?
That is a cool voice for Larg. I always thought Larg looked like kind of a pompous dork. Way cooler voice than I expected.
To coddle them is to do them disservice, Your Grace. They must needs learn integrity.
So, you are Count Diastarg's younger brother. Rise, son of Gallione. Indeed, you are the very image of Barbeneth. His fire burns in your eyes, I can see it. Such strength and vitality would be wasted atop castle walls.
Our campaign against the Corpse Brigade draws near its end. I will permit you to join in the final stage.
I gotta say, Larg doesn't sound evil at all with the voice.
Coordinated strikes are to be made on a number of their dens ere long. You will lead one of those assaults.
Very well, Lord Brother.
My apologies, Your Grace.
Wow, you can get away with a lot just due to nepotism. I remember when I was just like, we were trainee cadets in the academy and we're being sent off to take out some thieves, but because of my connection and who my brother is and my family name, we're now getting to lead one of the assaults in the war on the Corpse Brigade. Well, it's less a war and more just like kind of hunting them down, I guess, but...
It was not of your doing, Diastarg. In truth, it serves only to show the caliber of man we were dealing with in Gustav. A change in plans was inevitable, once the fool went and staged the kidnapping within our very borders.
I see. So you two were behind this. You were the ones that hired Gustav to do this, possibly to create infighting between the Corpse Brigade to weaken them. You basically... Yeah, okay.
And let us not forget, they did save the Marquis's life. He will now be honor-bound to acquiesce. In the end, your half-brother's deeds have placed us in quite the favorable position.
The king's life hangs by a thread. We must move quickly now.
Yeah, there's a lot of political scheming going on in the background here.
Indeed, my dear friend. I trust you will not fail me.
God, there's so many extra things with the plot I can pick up on because I'm older, quite frankly. Whew. Alright, you're probably going to hear me say a lot of the fights coming up are pretty difficult because, quite frankly, this bit of the game, there's a lot of difficult stuff. Brigand's Den, a small structure built upon a pier. Once a refuge for fishermen, it is now home to brigands. But, let's check out the outfitter.
Greetings. How might I help you?
So, what do you got? Iron helm and bronze armor. So, that's gonna be pretty expensive, as you can see. That is the issue with heavy armor units. Yeah, it's expensive to get heavy armor. I don't think there's any negatives to this. Like, I don't think leather helm, leather armor gives us any benefits. In some games, it would be like your heavier armor slows you down, but as you can see, there's no negatives here on it. Pretty much the only thing is only 3 job classes can actually wear this, unless you have the equip heavy armor skill. So, yeah, we will go ahead and confirm that. I can't afford all of that. Let's do this. I mostly want the HP. The other stuff, I can do without, quite frankly. If I had to pick something else, it would be the extra damage, but I can't afford the extra damage. So, yeah, we're just going to get the iron helm and the bronze armor. So that is fine with me.
This is your custom.
So, nothing else we can really get from here.
By all means.
We would have been able to buy a longbow if I didn't already get one as a drop, which we got pretty lucky with. I think other than that... Oh wait, I did have Phoenix Downs. But I was trying to revive Ramza there, and we couldn't revive. Did that particular character just not have Phoenix Down learned?
Further assistance.
We might need to look into that really quickly. Who was that? Was that Miles that was trying to do that? Miles does not have Phoenix Down learned. Oh my god. Well, that's a problem. Ideally you would have that learned. Let's swap you over to items, Clive.
Yes?
And let's give Miles Fundaments, because if he can't Phoenix Down anyway,
May I help?
let's just make sure you can. Yeah, you know Phoenix Down. Okay. So Ramza and Miles have Fundaments, Clive and Rihanna, who unfortunately are my slowest moving characters, have the revivals. So that might be a little bit of an issue, quite frankly. But we'll see. Things are not super difficult yet. So let's do a little bit of reading at the tavern.
What'll it be?
It's just rumor, mind you.
King Ondoria III's condition. So we just heard a little bit about this. The capital is rife with rumors that King Ondoria III's condition has taken a sudden turn for the worse. Although official word is that he has been steadily improving since his collapse at Prince Oranisis' birthday celebration, the looks on the faces of his aides tell a different story. The king should pass without naming a regent for the young prince. A battle between the council and the crown over succession seems inevitable. Many pray for the king's swift recovery, that needless conflict be averted. So yeah, that seems to be what Dystarg and Duke Larg were pointing towards, was, yeah, there's going to be a battle for succession soon. And it seems like they have their hands in that.
Need anything else?
Let's say.
Come back soon.
So, yeah, that's cool. other than that, let's check out the Chronicle, why don't we?
What would you wish to know?
So let's read about Zalbog. Beowulf, Knight Devout. Lord Commander of the Order of the Northern Sky and holder of the title Knight Devout, Zalbog is the second eldest of the Beowulf siblings and half-brother to Ramza. His numerous victories and no defeats in the closing stages of the 50 Years' War led the late King Dinamda IV to award him a viscountcy, declaring the savior of Ivalice is in Gallione and his name is Beowulf. Zalbog is also a devout member of the Church of Glabados. So it's actually interesting because we've already seen some disagreements between Zalbog and Dystarg. Amateur historian complete, thank you. We've already seen some things between those, some little disagreements, because Zalbog was the one that actually encouraged us to go to Zeklaus Desert. So either he doesn't agree with or doesn't know what Dystarg is up to. And it's clear Zalbog is like a little bit more religious than Dystarg is, so there could be some differences there, whereas Dystarg is more conniving and more into things for the political gains that he can get, where Zalbog is just like dedicated to the church and things. So interesting. Duke Bestrald Larg, liege lord of Gallione and true-born brother to Queen Lovaria, wife of King Ondoria III, known as the White Lion due to his house standard. The Duke's lordship and familial connections have earned him a reputation as the most powerful man in Ivalice. House Larg is a branch of the Atkashka royal family and can trace its roots to King Dinamda II, the monarch responsible for the 50 Years' War. Duke Larg served as a general in the closing stages of that conflict, and today possesses command authority over the Order of the Northern Sky, said to be the mightiest army in the kingdom. So definitely see why he has his sights set on the throne, possibly. Duke Druxmald Goltana. The ruler of Zeltinia, Duke Goltana, like Duke Larg, is descended from the line of King Dinamda II, the monarch responsible for the 50 Years' War. His standard is the Black Lion, one head of the royal family's twin-headed lion crest. He served as a general in the 50 Years' War and now controls the Order of the Southern Sky, one of the great knightly orders of Ivalice. Fun. So we have the White Lion and the Black Lion, and as people have probably heard me reference before, the previous game on the PSP was called The War of the Lions. So, Wiegraf Foals. Faction, the Corpse Brigade. Leader of the Corpse Brigade. Group of brigands terrorizing Gallione. During the 50 Years' War, he served as leader of the Dead Men, a company of volunteer soldiers assembled from the peasantry. Although they fought valiantly and with purpose, they were no longer needed after Ivalice's defeat, and at war's end were summarily discharged without compensation. Wiegraf formed the Corpse Brigade soon after. Gustav Margraf, former lieutenant commander, or lieutenant, of the Corpse Brigade, the lieutenant, or of the Dead Men prior to that. Gustav was a knight in the Order of the Northern Sky, but the atrocities committed by his hand, such as the mass killing of enemy soldiers and the sacking of villages, were viewed with disgust by his comrades, and he was forced to leave the Northern Order, eventually joining the Dead Men. There was some friction between Gustav and Wiegraf over the Corpse Brigade's objectives. After abducting Marquis Elmdur, he was slain by Wiegraf, who saw him a rogue element. So Gustav was kind of an asshole before. Yeah. Atrocities committed by his hand, such as the mass killing of enemy soldiers and the sacking of villages. So yeah, Gustav was always kind of an asshole and was just in it for the money and potential looting. So just an absolute jerk. So that was present, this is past. So yeah. You just get little updates there. The Marquis, Massam Elmdur, Liege Lord of Limberry. Liege Lord of Limberry. Marquis Elmdur battled fearlessly against the Ordalian army when it invaded Ivalice in the latter days of the 50 Years' War. Hailed by friends as the Silver Prince for his bright metallic armor and long silver hair, he was feared by foes as the Silver Demon. He is a devout member of the Church of Glabados and an ordained Inquisitor. Inquisitors. Disgusting. I always thought Marquis Elmdur here was old because of the silver hair, but it's more like, it looks like a Sephiroth thing. I mean, you might not be young, but, you know. Argeth Thedolphus, instead of Sidolphus. Born at Lafons in Limberry, Argeth is a knight apprentice in the household of Marquis Elmdur. I keep wanting to say Marquis, because I swear I've heard it pronounced like that before. His family was brought to ruin during the 50 Years' War, and it is Argeth's ambition to bring honor back to the Thedolphus name by becoming a knight. However, this obsession often causes him to act without regard for others, giving him a reputation for selfishness, as we have seen. Barbeneth Beowulf, Knight Gallant, former Lord Commander of the Order of the Northern Sky, which is Larg's group. Head of the famed House Beowulf and Rams's father, Barbeneth was held as Knight Gallant, the highest rank in all of knighthood, in recognition of his numerous victories that helped compensate for Ivalice's overall inferiority in the 50 Years' War. Although Ivalice lost the war, the Ordalians yet feared Barbeneth, and thus they agreed to an equal peace. He died of malady at war's end. That's just, there's the White Lion. Commanded authority over the Order of the Northern Sky. So yeah, you replaced Barbeneth. And the Order of the Northern Sky just was the general order during the war. Titra, Delita's younger sister and child of a simple farmer who lived and worked on land owned by House Beowulf. Lord Barbeneth Beowulf assumed custody of both siblings soon after their parents were taken by the Black Death. Titra secretly worries about her brother, who has been sent to the Royal Military Academy. She is a dear friend of Alma Beowulf, Ramsa's sister. Andoria Atkashka III, Liege Lord of Lassalia. The 18th monarch in the Atkashka line, Andoria III was crowned king after Dinamda IV's death from illness in the final days of the 50 Years' War. So this is the new king. The Dinamda was the old king, but this is the one who is also sick. In stark contrast to his predecessor, who had led his own troops in the battle, Andoria III is frail, weak-willed, and generally ill-suited to his position. In fact, many historians point to his poor leadership as one of the primary factors behind his defeat in the 50 Years' War. He lies in his sickbed as the court hurriedly prepares for Prince Orinus to ascend the throne. So just a pretty weak king in general. Arazlam, JD, the person that is writing the chronicle for us up there in the top right. National Academy of Valindia, a modern-day scholar of medieval Ivalician history who teaches at the National Academy in Valindia. Arazlam is also known as an archaeologist and theologian, and many remember him for the controversy he sparked with his interpretation of the Darai Papers. He has penned such classic works as The Enigmatic War of the Lions, The True Saint Ajora, and the Darai Papers, 400 Years of Truth. Arazlam is an important character. So there we go. We've gotten through all the characters now, so we can focus on locales and terms for next time. I mean, obviously more characters will be added and things. But yeah, we still got State of the Realm and events, but I think those are mostly just like refreshers. Special lectures read by Master Dar Lavan of the Royal Military Academy. I'm guessing these are just tips. Review the tutorial messages, view my achievements, receive instruction in battlecraft. I think I'm good. Alright. Well, another pretty packed episode of Final Fantasy Tactics, so hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.